So I'm going to try to edit the background noise out, but today I'm ripping the front bumper off of this Jeep Wrangler. Um, right now we're going to pull the balance real quick, like. Shouldn't be too bad, except for the sway bar being in my way. Okay. And this is all going in junk, because we're building that move bumper. I had to take a break from the lift. The rusty bolts got to me. Turns out so are the rusty clips. There we go. Oh. So they're planting the field behind me today, finally. And it's a little loud in here. It's certainly something I'm not used to, because, you know, they're out there a couple times a year at most. Alright. And then I think we're moving on to... I gotta do fog light connection, so I gotta lift the truck up a little higher. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do better about the 1 week timeline. Turns out life gets in the way a lot. There we go. There we go. Okay. That is all free from the bumper structure. Okay, and then I need long ratchet and 19. There's that. And there's that. Right now what I'm trying to do is document as much of this as I can. I think they might have been lying about the 19. I think this is an 18. Yeah. I'm going to just try to document as much of this as I can. You know, you're not going to be there with me every step of the way, but at least this can be of some help to some people. And just in case I forget my mic again, I'm looking into some royalty-free music to make my life a little easier there. Because iMovie doesn't offer a lot. Alright. Those are loose. Try not to smack my mic off or anything today. Oh wow, that one wasn't even tight. That's somewhat concerning. Oh, that one was. Not by a lot, though. Okay. As I rub my mic all over the frame. Yeah, I'm going to try to figure out a better way to do this, because the DJI has a decent internal mic, but it's not great for how far away I am from the camera regularly. And putting it down on your lapel doesn't work so great for me. Turns out my beard rubs all over it. Another loose one. Weird. So there's 8 18s behind the bumper. After you get the valance off, you need to disconnect the fog lights and the harness. Remember to disconnect the harness, otherwise you'll have a bad time. I am going to break out the Milwaukee ratchet for the time being. Hopefully, the long reach will get in there. You know, this thing's super handy for some stuff, but it is not powerful, that's for sure. this being a perfect use case for that. There we go. Yeah. Now I'm just, oh, damn it, my Chinese battery. Now I'm just using a super cumbersome ratchet. We'll come back to that one. Let's see if I can get in here without knocking myself out. I can. Cannot get to that one though. It's a lot of contorting for a lifted truck. Okay, there's another one. And another one. This audio is going to be great. I'm probably going to have to time lapse this too. Give you the run up. There we go. A good thing I'm getting all new hardware with this. Okay, we'll take these last couple out by hand. Pretend I'm a caveman again. So for those of you that actually have been out here, you know that I started this project a couple of years ago, I think, on the shop itself. And we're getting to a point that I'm actually in a surplus of parts for the first time. It was a 3-sided building last year. So the whole side behind me that has the garage doors was just not there. This is a super convenient spot to be in. The whole side that was behind me was just open to the elements. So we framed it out. That's not ideal. We framed it out. I installed the garage doors with my girlfriend. We did all of it without help of a contractor or anything, just all of us having some prior experience. There we go. And that's kind of become my motto for life, is just do everything to the best of your ability or good enough to get by. That one. And there's that one. Okay. Now it should be good to pull the bumper off. We'll see. I'm sure I'll find a bunch of stuff that I didn't get taken loose. I will say this lift is a godsend. I don't know how I managed to do anything on the ground anymore. All right. So the move bumper should be next up as soon as I'm done with the lift. I should be getting my welding gas refilled and all of the associated stuff I'm going to have to do either today or tomorrow. And we will move on with that project from there. But I was happy to get this thing off today. Oh, hopefully this Bluetooth has decent range. All right. Oh, I suppose I could probably offer a sneak peek and throw the center section up there, kind of give you guys an idea of what it's going to look like. I haven't started doing any of the tack welding, any of the mount work, anything on this. I just unboxed it and then hurt my back at work, so I was a little worried to start handling a couple hundred pieces of metal, a couple 100-pound pieces of metal. There we go. And yeah, this bumper is not missing any beef. It is all there. And round about there. So that's the center section. There's wings that meet up pretty close to the fenders, follow kind of the body line. It's cut out for 4x4 pods. I think they're 4x4, 3x3. Gonna try to talk them into new housings, new turn signals. Yeah, it's all up to him now, whatever he wants to do, but I'm glad to be able to facilitate this. Except for the 20s. I still don't like the 20s. So as you can see, I missed a few steps between removing the old bumper and getting the move mocked up. This is a Move Overlander base kit. Single fog light holes on either side, no light or winch cutout in the center plate, small bull bar. If I'd known it was going to be that small, I probably would have opted for the larger one. But this is an interesting kit I've been wanting to try. My buddies have talked about it. I like that it comes and it's all 3/16 plate, pre-bent, pre-cut, really good instructions, and almost entirely customizable to exactly what you want. There's so many choices within it. I picked up some little pod LEDs, some little 3x3 or 4x4 or something. So they'll fit in there. They'll be specifically ditch dipping lights, you know, looking out for deer and stuff. Wired into the factory fog light circuit. And because I had to take time off of this to finish a pre-scheduled project, I'm going to offer him a free set of headlights just to upgrade the front end look of this thing, kind of church it up. Yeah, it sucks. I had to take 4 days off to work on a Transit that trying to help the family out, and that Transit has been nothing but a problem since the power steering system got originally contaminated. But yeah, that's in the past. I didn't film any of that. That doesn't have to be in the video. I'm gonna kind of update you guys on what's happened with the Jeep for the lift kit install. It's not gonna be a step-by-step super comprehensive thing. It's just gonna be a quick overview of all the parts that come in this kit, because it's super packed with really good heavy-duty stuff. We'll go through, clean everything up, make sure it's all good to go for him. And then once that's all done, this will be out. There's a 95 Caprice coming in for a larger lift than this Jeep's getting. It's going to end up on 26s. It's going to be a 5-inch in the rear, 7 in the front to level it out, I believe. And then I don't know if I'll ever get video of it on 6s, but I'll throw a picture up on the shop's Facebook or on my Instagram. We'll do all that, and then we're gonna have a little interim period where I'm gonna try to work on the shop, get it tinned and insulated. We've got new power coming. We've got the driveway getting fixed because all of my friends hate it and it drives them nuts. Pulling a building down. There's going to be a lot of exciting stuff coming out throughout the summer. I'm going to try to film everything that I can, make it, exciting. Not just be boring old shop content. Kind of change it up every once in a while. So, yeah. Sorry there's no actual work done in this video, but there was work done. I just didn't turn the camera on to film any of it because I'm dumb. So, sorry about the phone. It's what controls my camera. It makes it easier so I don't have to edit a bunch of stuff out. I'm going to update everybody. I'm going to video doing this wing of the bumper so that you can see what I did over there. So you can kind of get a feel of what work goes into it. It's not a ton of work, but you do have to deburr everything, make it look clean, grind everything down. It'll be primed and painted in bed liner just to match the fenders and cheap grill. This is all going to go in one playlist, so it'll be all just this Jeep build. If he wants to do more in the future, it'll also get uploaded into that playlist. It'll still probably be part of the weekly video deal. I'm going to try to isolate everything down to one piece of, one object for that job. yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what you want to see in the shop or on what you want to see for the upgrades that we're doing to the shop, let me know. DM me on Instagram. Come talk to me in person. Most of you know me and get to see me all the time.